Okay, so I have a battle here against Kiko. I found him on the Cerebi Wi-Fi chat. Um, the video quality is still the same, but I hope the voice quality is better. I don't know how to speed it up. I'll figure that out soon. But anyway, this is pre-recorded, so I have to pay attention. Okay, so he's gonna start out with that Polytoad that you saw on the screen team preview thing. And I'm gonna start out with my Yuxi. So on the first turn, we are gonna just kind of set up things, I guess. I'm gonna set up Stealth Rocks, and he's gonna set up his, or no, not set up anything. He's gonna Toxic me. Which sucks, I guess? I don't know, it's not that big a deal. So I'm gonna yawn him the next turn. Because he probably doesn't want his Polytoad to sleep. So that's gonna make him switch out. Which kind of plays in my favor. Because that's pretty much exactly what he does. He switches out. So I'm gonna U-turn. So I can get switch advantage on his, Ferrothorn. So because I U-turned out, I can go out into pretty much anything I want. So I'm gonna go out into, my Heatran. And, I guess he's still scared. I mean, I know it's Heatran in the rain. But, I mean, I guess it is 4 times effective, so it makes sense. I don't know. He goes back into his Polytoad, though. And, I'm gonna Earth Power, predicting the switch. And, so I get a little bit of damage off, and I know it's resisted and whatnot, but I can tell it's defensive just because of the Toxic. So right here I switch out into Vaporeon, which is kind of risky, because in case he was predicting the switch he could have Toxic. But he ends up just Scalding. And I get the Water Absorb because of the immunity. So I switch out, because I know he wants to switch out again. And I go into Heatran. And this gets me at a good advantage again. So I predict his Polytoad coming out again, and I'm gonna Dragon Pulse instead of Earth Power. And it does more this time, which I was glad about. My Heatran's scarfed, by the way, so I'm gonna have to be locked in. But right here, I predict him to go for Toxic. So I go for another Dragon Pulse. It was really risky, but it ended up working out because he does. I sped up the text in game because if you hit A while watching, it does that, so it goes by a little faster. Because this was a 28 turn match, so I go for the Dragon Pulse again after he protects and gets lefties. So he's gonna Scald me, and I take this pretty well, I guess, for not being especially defensive Heatran. I don't know, I feel like it's pretty okay. So he protects again to get some lefties. Kind of just delaying his Polytoad's death for no reason, I guess. I don't know. So he Dragon Pulses. And that's the end of that for the Polytoad. He goes out into his Lakitu Tornadus. And I switch out to take a hit because I needed to keep my Ferrothorn alive for that, or not Ferrothorn, I needed to keep my Heatran alive for that Ferrothorn. So I go out into this, and he ends up just U-turning. So he's gonna go out into his Gliscor, and we all know how much I love Gliscor. I thought right here that the Yawn would put him to sleep next turn and the Poison Orb wouldn't activate, or Toxic Orb, but I was wrong. I was really, really wrong. So, my Yuxi ends up dying, which is totally fine with me, because I was kind of foddering it off anyway. Because I needed to stay switch into my Gyarados, which is exactly what's gonna happen. So I go into my Gyarados, and because he can't really do much, because he's got, what, he's probably got Ice Fang and Earthquake, I'm gonna Dragon Dance, and he toxics me, predicting me to switch or something. I don't know. So I go for the waterfall, which a +1 waterfall from like Gyarados is probably, yeah, it takes it out. Which he said in the chat that he should have gone for taunt there, which I agree. But I mean, a waterfall regardless would have done a lot. So he goes out into Starmie, and I just go for the waterfall again. It's gonna be +2. It's gonna take that thing out. I mean, Starmie, it does resist it, and Starmie can be relatively bulky, I guess. But I mean, it's +2 from Gyarados, so I have +3. Like Gyarados is just kind of wrecking stuff, and he goes out into his Ferrothorn. Now I assumed a waterfall would take it out, but he ends up protecting, which is frustrating because I'm gonna get more toxic damage off. Now right here is the most annoying thing of this whole match, because he's gonna get the double protect, and my Gyarados is gonna die because of toxic. And I would have loved to do more with the Gyarados because I really like my Gyarados, but I guess it's not gonna happen. So I got into Terrakion because it's the Terrakion. It's gonna wreck whatever comes in, and I just close combat. It's gonna take that thing out, no problem. And I'm not gonna take much from Iron Barbs, which is nice. So I think I have 2 Pokemon left. Three. Because I fought her off my Heatran. If you can tell by the name, I don't like Heatran. I know why he's OU. I'm not an idiot, but I don't like him, so. So my Heatran dies, and oh no, I had 4 left. Because I forgot about Salamence. I go into Salamence, and I was like, oh yeah, whatever comes in is not gonna like an earthquake, but he goes into this. Which kinda sucks, because my Salamence is gonna die now. That was a huge mistake on my part. I'll be using this team more, so you'll probably get to see the Salamence more. So, I guess it's an okay thing. So, I have 2 Pokemon left. Now I go into my Terrakion, because a Stone Edge will definitely take this thing out, but then he Hurricanes. I'm like, crap. Because I don't think I can take it, especially Life Orb and Stab. But I live on 7 HP. So I'm totally okay with that. I Stone Edge it, and I take it out. So, now he's gonna go into his last Pokemon, his own Terrakion. And he's gonna actually misclick and hit Sacred Sword instead, which kinda mattered, because it's gonna end up giving me the victory, because my Vaporeon's gonna end up taking it. It's especially defensive set, so it doesn't take it that well, but oh well. So yeah, that leaves me with the really narrow 1-0. But yeah, that was a good game. This video link will be in the description below. Comment, rate, sub, all that stuff. I'll figure out how to make better quality videos, you know, all that. Alright, yeah, oh, I'll be using this team more, by the way. I really like it, so that does it for me. Alright, see you later. Bye.